This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. By Crime Stoppers of Southwest Florida. Report crimes and get paid with nobody knowing your identity. 1-800-780-TIPS. And by Lee Health.
All right, Southwest Florida, welcome back. We're so thrilled to get one of Southwest Florida's outstanding sororities here. The members of Delta Sigma Theta Fort Myers Alumnae Chapter are here. We have one, Shirley Burns, and my godmom, Gerri Ware. Let's go. Gerri, I would be remiss if I didn't say that you were one of the founders of the local chapter, which is now over 50 years old, correct?
Correct.
What is Delta Sigma Theta sorority?
We are college-educated women with a sisterhood that stresses community service. And that is what Shirley will elaborate on shortly as our 5-point thrust, and that's why we're here today. So Shirley, you share with them about our 5-point thrust?
She's doing my job asking my question. Go ahead, Shirley. Type A.
Yeah.
Our 5-point thrust includes educational awareness, economic development, physical and mental health, international awareness and involvement, and of course, as we are here today, for political awareness and involvement.
Now, your local chapter, I know you have over 40 members. About how many you have it locally?
64.
Right. Now, I always think about like when you guys are meeting, because I know a lot of you individually, so many leaders in your organization. I just like to be a fly on the wall in one of those meetings to just see the power and all the people making all these big decisions. I'm saying all that to say this. Gerri, when the chapter was first founded, I think it was about 5 or 6 of you guys who founded the chapter, 13.
That chartered.
Right. Did you ever think that it would grow to what it is now and be such an influential chapter in this community and, of course, nationally and internationally as a sorority?
Sure. As you recall, we were the first fraternal organization or sorority that started here in Lee County. And we started with the emphasis on trying to get something here locally. And Maria Cord was tired of traveling to St. Petersburg. So she pulled all 13 of us together and we chartered the Fort Myers Alumnae chapter back in 1965.
And Shirley, when you hear that story, knowing that you were part of their brain thrust, how does that make you feel to be sitting here with one of the founders still around and kicking and still?
Well, I esteem all of them, but this young lady here is special because she is the reason I am a Delta today.
Right. She doesn't rest. Gerri, you never rest. I'm so thrilled that you just took time out to come on our television show. One of the things is the 5-point thrust that you mentioned, politics. You are a political animal. You might not want to say it, Gerri. You just eat, sleep, and breathe politics.
Correct. It all started at Florida A&M in the 60s when we marched trying to integrate Tallahassee, and we all went to jail. So it emanated from that, and when I returned home, it continues.
See, we're sitting here talking to living history. Go back to Florida A&M. You say you went to jail. Tell me about that.
Well, we were trying to integrate. Of course, we went to college. Now, why shouldn't we not be an integral part of everything in society?
The city of Tallahassee?
Yeah, the capital.
All right.
So we were walking down this road and trying downtown, and all of a sudden, here come the dogs and the chains and all of that out to, But we were not afraid, and I think that's why they arrested us, to protect us more than like for anything else, for any other reason. So we all went to jail.
It's always the young generation that will rise up, isn't it? When you look back through history.
Yes, and I'm just hoping that our young generation now would try to learn of their history, like with the dying of Elijah Cumming. They've got to know who this man is and what he meant to society. And we've got to have that same spirit in us, that we've got to be concerned about our fellow man. It's not all about me. It's about how can I bring my people up? What can I do? When I say my people, it does not it's not a racial thing.
Right.
It's for those that are less fortunate. And for those who are given much, as much is desired of us to go out and take that education and make our people knowledgeable about life.
Right.
And that's why we're here today.
All right, and Congressman Cummings, I want to say, is my fraternity brother, but when I saw him, when I first saw him speaking and doing what he was doing, I was like, man, that's a breath of fresh air.
Yes, it is.
He's balanced, he's level, and he just sticks to the facts, and he's about the less fortunate and bringing up the common man.
Yes, yes.
That's a big loss for us.
That was a terrific. When I wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and when I saw that on the MSNBC about 4 o'clock, it just really astonished me. I almost rolled out of the bed because I wasn't expecting it.
Right.
And I admired him so much.
I wasn't expecting it either.
Yeah.
Okay, so we saluted him. Let's go to the census, and all this ties into what we just talked about: politics, opportunity, and so on and so forth. The 2020 census is very important that people participate in that. What is a census, Shirley?
Census?
What is a census? Just a
and
simple version.
Simple for everyone. It's the head count.
Right.
It's the number of people that live in a specific geographical area.
And why is it important that people participate in the census? Fill out the whatever document they have to fill out.
Really, it drives so many decisions that generally the public really doesn't realize. It drives services that are going to be provided in the local community by geographical area. Once the census is complete, the redistricting takes place. So it drives who our representatives actually are going to be in Tallahassee. So it is extremely important.
It affects the tax dollars in a particular community as well, right?
Sure it does. When we do not participate like we should, that deprives us of money. There's about $675 billion of federal funds that will go out to all of the states, and it's based upon how well you participate. And so in order to make that, improve it here in Florida, we've decided, well, it's known as the Complete Count Committee. We are part of that committee that's dedicated to really going and knocking on doors, calling people and saying, we must count you. You need to be counted. Don't be afraid. Your information is confidential. They'll never ask for your social security number. All of your information is kept confidentially. And this thing was mandated by the Constitution. It's done every 10 years where they count the complete population. That's what they want to count, all of the people, whether you were born here or whatever. It's that you're here because that money is used to service you, like for subsidized housing. So many things, the roadways, the infrastructure.
Right, grants for schools.
Yes.
Medicare, Medicaid.
Yes, Medicaid. All of those things are contingent upon how well we participate.
Is it fair to say that the less fortunate or the low-income people or people who, the underclass, are usually the ones that feel the brunt of the negativity if they don't do the census? In other words, they get passed over, so people need to know those heads exist. Go ahead.
Sure, we need to know because they're going to be the ones that's going to be deprived. And a lot of problems come from lack of education, and that's why we are here. Shirley and I are here today, and all the rest of us working in this census thing, trying to educate our people, saying this is to benefit you, this is to help you. And if you don't participate, you're cutting off some of your benefits.
Shirley, what do you say to those people who say, I don't trust it? That's like, the whole Big Brother, they trying to find out about me, whether I'm a legal citizen, whether this, that, and the other, do I have a criminal background, all that. What do you say to those people who say, I'm not going to fill out anything for this government, I don't trust Uncle Sam?
I will say to them that their information is secure. The federal government, by law, is not allowed to share their information with any outside agency. It's only used for evaluating statistical data.
But people think that Donald Trump is going to get it anyway, and Donald Trump is going to try to do something to him.
Right.
Go.
Right. We recognize that we are living in an age where we think that Big Brother has access to everything, but by federal law, again, and I know you have, we're accustomed to our phones ringing nonstop with calls,
Robocalls.
robocalls, and that just, again, the law does not allow them to do that in this particular case. But I want to also digress a moment and relative to completing the forms, 5% nationwide of the information that's usually missed, or the individuals that are usually missed, are children 5 years and under.
Yes.
And primarily because in lots of cases, if a child lives with two parents, neither parent, in most cases, claims the child.
Okay.
So they really don't know what to do. So one, they don't communicate. So one thinks the other one is claiming. And so the rule is wherever the child is on April 1st, that's where they should
April
be
1st?
counted.
That's
Right.
where they should be counted.
I got you.
Right.
Now, Delta Sigma Theta sorority, Fort Myers Alumnae chapter, Kathy Bruno, Audrey
Anderson.
Anderson, you, Gerri. Last year, you guys were moving around educating people on
One
some
vote.
right.
Yes.
This is just an extension of that, just
Correct.
continued
This is a
process.
continuation.
Right. So tell us when the census information is going to be available to people, and what forms and fashions is it available? Is it online? Is it going to be a hard copy mailed to them? What?
Yes, they'll start receiving information the first part of March. It needs to be completed by April 1st. They can do this on computer. Don't be leery if you don't know about computers. It can be done by mail. It can be done by phone. And we are trying, Delta Sigma Theta, along with some of the committees, are trying to get a facility like our sorority house and invite people over to sit down and help them one-on-one
that's
to do
great.
this. Because people are petrified sometimes. Well, you can go to the library. Not if you don't know how to work a computer. So don't let that deter you from doing this. 3 methods, remember: by mail, by phone, by computer.
How are people identified? By their address? Because I know you said they weren't going to do your social security number. I mean,
Your
what are they
address.
going by?
They go by your
Let's
address.
Go by,
It's
you have
by
to
your
have an address.
That's correct. No, the homeless is counted as well. We have to count the homeless people too.
Okay, so there will be no address, or the homeless people will use.
There's a different method for them to count the homeless, but they are counted because we have to. Because that's one of the benefits of the census, is to help the homeless as well.
Now, if you don't get census information in the mail, you should go where? What you say? Hey, I want to go get mine. I want to go fill it out. You go online. You go to a
You can
to
go,
the
you may
tax
go,
collector's office.
You may you may go online, but one thing about the census, that's another opportunity. Job opportunities are there, and let me digress a
ahead.
little bit from that.
Jobs?
Yes, job opportunities is there. Next Tuesday, the 29th, there will be a mobile unit at 3142 Michigan Avenue, which is the Delta Life Development Center. The mobile unit will be there for people to come and apply for jobs. And while they're there, of course, Delta Sigma Theta, one vote, one count, will be there taking voter registration, doing voter registration, because it's an integral part of this. Because it allows the redistricting. All of this works together.
How often are the census done?
10 years, every 10 years.
Okay, so it's very important. If you don't get it done
Yes.
this time, you go 10 more
20,
years.
30.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because in 2010, we gained 2 congressional districts in Florida because of that.
Shirley, what can the public do to help close the census gap?
Okay, this is where I want to be very specific, and if you can, even place this information on the screen. But
You can't. But go ahead.
can't.
We're listening to you.
Okay, if there are local business leaders, as Gerri indicated, contact the Lee County Complete Count Committee,
Okay.
because Delta Sigma Theta is vested ensuring that the census is as accurate as possible, the reason we have partnered with them. So by emailing Cheryl, Cheryl Slislick, SCHILCTE @leehealth.org. If you don't remember anything else, remember leehealth.org. Contact them to get that information for any questions that you might have. And then for additional information, you can contact 2020 census.visitcensus.gov.
Okay, people seeing that on the screen. We're taking care of it.
And Complete Count Committee is, it brings in the faith-based units, it brings in everybody. That committee is supposed to be oversaw by the mayors and the county commissioners, and we've collaborated with the city, with the city manager, that we will be going into the wards, educating the people. So there's all kinds of ways you can find out about it. They'll be knocking on doors. There's no way you will get missed.
How old do you have to be to fill out a census? You just should have to be an adult?
Yeah, you should be an adult, but every child should be counted.
Right, all your children.
Yes, everybody needs to be counted.
Okay.
Yeah.
The closing of the census, when is the end? Like, does it go on for all?
There's a timeline,
Yes.
Lee. Let me give you
Yes.
that.
ahead.
July, I think it
While you
is.
guys are looking at that, let me get another question.
Yeah, go ahead. Did I give it to you, Shirley?
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, we know you can
can
go
have
to
this.
Delta to get assistance. Where else can you go? You name some places you can go, right? And plus, all that information that people have on the screen. So,
There's an office on Cleveland. I'm sorry, Lee, but there's a census office right across from the racetrack.
okay,
There's a Census Bureau office right there.
right, just walk in there and,
Walk right in.
okay, so this is taking off, huh?
But all of those things will take place.
Okay,
See, we are in this phase right now of educating.
all right.
That's the main thing. And start March.
March
through-
20th?
Yes, through
Looks
the,
like it can go through December 31st.
that's when they'll
Delivery time.
finalize all the
Right.
Through
data.
President.
Right, July through August is actually when the
Compilation.
follow-up is taking
Okay,
place. So,
late August, okay.
right, if you have not completed your form, then there should be someone going house to house, knocking on doors, trying to encourage you to
And we're going to
complete your
continue to
forms.
keep people educated. So
Yes.
if you guys don't get it all, you can always rewind this. I know you're looking at it on TV, but now they got rewinding on TV. You can look at it on YouTube and write all that down. But we're going to continue to just quarterly keep people.
And
we
every
gotta shut up.
opportunity we can, we'll come in and we'll go to churches, because that's where we meet a captive audience of our people. Not everybody go to church, but we go there because that's a captive audience. And we'll be spreading the word out every way that we can.
Well, we're just so fortunate in Lee County to have the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Fort Myers Alumnae Chapter who keeps their eyes on the ball.
Now, don't forget, Lee, we got to keep saying it. On the 29th, that's next Tuesday, come to the Delta Life Development Center and apply for a job.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee Pitts, the host of the award-winning Lee Pitts Live here on Fox 4. We appreciate you watching our show here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, clicking below. Let everybody else know that they can subscribe as well. Also, when we're on the air on Fox 4, you can also catch us streaming live at 8:30 a.m. in the morning on fox4now.com. Just click on live and you get us all types of ways at your convenience. That's Lee Pitts Live.